You need meatloaf? Jesus. Okay. The 49ers go to Kyle Senar. The Bears go to Chris Billings. Dave DeLuzio has the Bengals. Brian Binns has the Bills. Anthony Silva with the Broncos. Doug Reif with the Browns. The Cardinals go to Matt Ripner. The Chargers, Steve Bobinger. Tony Spino with the Chiefs. Silva with the Colts. Rexford with the Cowboys. Billings with the Dolphins. Privet with the Eagles. Brewer with the Falcons. Sislo with the Giants. Sokol with the Jags. Crickmore with the Jets. Silva with the Lions. Packers go to Rexford. Panthers go to Shills. Patriots go to Jeff Rogers. Raiders go to Brewer. Jeff Rogers gets the Rams as well. Brian Des Moines gets the Ravens. Eric Whitland gets the Skins. Saints go to Andrew Rice. Steelers go to Kevin Kleisinger. Seahawks, Alfie Butts. Texans, Sean Sokol. Vikings, Steve Bobinger. Titans, Kyle Senar. Congrats. And Bucks, Eric Whitland. Congrats. Let's bust this bitch open. Shills. Looks like Shills. People mess your name up? The Dolphins are Chris Billings. Reed Leeson. That's pretty easy. Your last name's easy. Isn't it Leeson? $15 boxes of Playbook. Let's rock and roll. Good luck, guys. Box number 1. Box number 1. I'm really not a fan of the base cards, to be honest. I think they suck. To the Vikings, Teddy Bridgewater, Adrian Peterson, and that is out of 99. That is out of 99. To the Lions, Calvin Johnson, and that's going to go to Anthony Silva. Anthony Silva hits the Lions, Calvin Johnson. And to the Raiders, oh shit, out of 25, Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper. To the Raiders, 6 of 25. Playbook, already a nice hit. And that is going to go to Charles Brewer. Charles Brewer on the board. Nice hit, Charles. Box number 2. That is a big card. Packers, Aaron Rodgers, Jordy Nelson out of 199. To the Bills, Nick O'Leary. That's going to go to the Bills. And that is Brian Binns. Brian Binns. Nice hit for Brian. And to the Jaguars, oh, that's a nice patch. Marquise Lee. Look at that patch. Damn. That's sick. Sean Sokol. Holy shit. And that is 1 of 25. Marquise Lee to Sean Sokol. Wow, that's a sweet patch. Dude, that's a lot of jersey. Look at that. That's the whole number right there. That is fucking... It's pretty sick in person, to be honest. Nice hit, Sean Sokol. Box number 3. Aaron Rodgers, Jordy Nelson again, and that is at a 99. And to the 49ers. Oh, that's a pretty patch too. Mike Davis. Mike Davis. That's going to go to Kyle. Look at that. That's pretty. And that is 4 of 99. Mike Davis. That's a sick card too. Nice book so far. And out of... This is going to go to Brian Des Moines, Max Williams. Brian Des Moines on the board. Max Williams out of 199. There you go, Brian. Box number 4. This is at a 299, Larry Zonka and Dan Marino. And this will go to the Eagles out of 99, Jordan Matthews. And this one is not a sticker, it is on card. And that's going to go to Jerry Previtt. That will go to Jerry. Jordan Matthews out of 99. And the book, whoa, these books have been filthy. Carlos Williams to the Bills, and that is Brian Benz. Every single... Man, these books are just nasty. Look at that one. And that is 11 of 25. Nothing yet. Nothing yet, my friend. No sick Pats books yet. Is this Jeff Rogers? No? Jamal Charles, Justin Houston to the Chiefs. Antonio Brown to the Steelers. And we got a huge hit. We got a big one. This is a 1 of 1. 1 of 1. Russell Wilson. Printing plate. Auto. 1 of 1. Russell Wilson. Printing plate auto. Nasty. That's going to go to Alfie Butts. Alfie, let me get a picture for you, my friend. Probably. There's usually another... there's going to be another big hit. I don't know why they did a plain patch on that. Nice hit, Alfie. Nice hit, man. Oh, this case has been the best case I've opened so far. I did pull a Mariota out of one. Congrats, Alfie. Chargers. Oh, another sick hit. This is going to go to the Raiders. Derek Carr, 13/25. That's on card. There's no sticker there. And then there's two colors on the patch. Derek Carr, and that's going to go to the Raiders. And that's Charles Brewer. Charles Brewer. This case has been great. Nice hit for Charles. And then the next is Buck Allen. Buck Allen to Brian Des Moines. That's his second book. Buck Allen. Brian. Two so far. Still a bunch of boxes to go. So John Elway, Peyton Manning. And this is to the Vikings, Trey Waynes. That is the draft edition jumbo. What's up, Whitland? Next hit. Oh, Brian Des Moines is on fire. Buck Allen with the absolutely disgusting patches. Brian Des Moines. Look at that. 3. That is 25/25. Nice hit, man. Next one, Nick Foles, James Laurinaitis. And to the Vikings again, Steve Bobinger with the CPAT, 19/25. Steve Bobinger on the board with the CPAT, 19/25. And Bryce Petty. I think he's going to start, right? Eric, you have the Bucks too. Eric Whitland, you also won the Buccaneers. So, just so you know. And that went to TJ Crickmore. Next hit will go to the Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger, Le'Veon Bell. And to the Cardinals. This is a cool card. I'd like it. Numbered 6 of 10, Michael Floyd, and that's a patch, not a jersey. Michael Floyd, and that's going to go to Matt Ripner. Nice hit for Matt. That is numbered 6 of 10. Michael Floyd. Had a big game last week. And to the Bears, Jeremy Langford. That goes to the Bears. And that is Chris Billings. Chris Billings on the board, the Jeremy Langford book. Oh yeah, there's been a bunch. Matt Stafford, Calvin Johnson. And to the Cowboys, Byron Jones. That's going to go to Travis Rexford. And that is out of 25, Travis. Byron Jones out of 25. Decent hit. And Jalen Strong to the Texans. And that's going to go to Sean Sokol. Jalen Strong to the Texans. Five boxes left. 5 boxes left. Arian Foster, J.J. Watt. That will also go to the Texans. To the Jags. To 199, Blake Bortles Draft Edition. And that goes to Sean Sokol. And to the Browns. This was one in a mini. Doug Reif. Oh, look at the patches on that. Duke Johnson. Duke Johnson. That is 4 of 25. Duke Johnson. And that's going to go to Doug Reif. Nice hit, Doug. Can't complain, especially when you won it in a mini. AJ Green, Jeremy Hill. To the Ravens. To the Ravens. This is going to go once again to Brian Des Moines. Brashad Perriman out of 50. Brashad Perriman out of 50. And to the Texans again. Look at that. Jalen Strong. Wow. Another nice book. This one's 10 of 49. Jalen Strong. And that is Sean Sokol. And then Dorial Green Beckham to the Titans, and that's going to go to Kyle Senar. Dorial Green Beckham to the Titans. No Mariota, no Winston yet. No Mariota, no Winston. Three boxes left. Jerome Bettis, Rod Woodson. Clinton Dix. Clinton Dix Draft Edition. That will go to the Packers. That's Rexford. Dorial Green Beckham to the Titans. And that will go to Kyle Senar, who won the Titans. Kyle hits the Dorial Green Beckham. And that is out of 199. And then to the Dolphins, Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry. That will go to Chris Billings. Chris Billings, Jarvis Landry. 2 boxes left. 2 boxes left. Yeah, this has been a Ravens case. A lot of Ravens. Mike Evans, Gerald McCoy. And to the Bills, Sammy Watkins. That will go to Brian Benz. Brian Benz. To the Dolphins, Devontae Parker. Look at that. Devontae Parker. That will go to Chris Billings. Devontae Parker. And that is out of 199. And to the Falcons, Devontae Freeman. With the black and the red, that will go to Charles Brewer. Charles Brewer, Devontae Freeman. And that is out of 99, Charles. Last pack, guys. Good luck. Derek Carr, Justin Tuck, and Nick O'Leary again to the Bills. That is Brian Benz. And then, oh shit, 4 of 49, active 8. Look at that. Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota, Amari Cooper, Leonard Williams, Kevin White, Todd Gurley, Devontae Parker, and Melvin Gordon. Let me see if anybody has 2 teams on this. This will go to, if someone has more teams than anyone else, this is who the book will go to. So Kyle Senar has the Titans. The Raiders is Charles Brewer. The Bucks is Eric Whitland. The Jets is TJ Crickmore. The Bears is Chris Billings. The Rams is Jeff Rogers. The Dolphins is Chris Billings. It looks like he's going to win the card. And the Chargers is Steve Bobinger. So Chris Billings has 2 of the teams on here. Chris Billings has the majority, and Chris Billings will win the card. Nice hit for Chris. Cool card. Winston, Amari, Kevin White, Devontae Parker, Mariota, Leonard Williams, Todd Gurley. What's that? The Titans are owned by 2 teams? What do you mean? That was the last card, my friend. That was the last card. If you guys fill up high-tech baseball, I can break that. I got a mini up for it. Four of 49. Nice hit for Chris. So let me do a recap. Jalen Strong, Duke Johnson out of 25. Jalen Strong. Jeremy Langford. Bryce Petty. Buck Allen. Buck Allen. Russell Wilson, 1 of 1. Max Williams. Mike Davis. Amari Cooper. Marquise Lee. Devontae Freeman. Devontae Parker. Jarvis Landry. Dorial Green Beckham. And Dorial Green Beckham. Those are all your playbooks. And then the Activate, which is pretty cool. I'll get pictures of them, post them up on Facebook. And let me check on the case. Eight left for the high tech. 8 left for the high tech. 25 bucks a spot. You can win a full division if anybody wants in on that. Anybody else want to open something? I want to open something else. A box of 5-star. I want to open 5-star. Nothing else, guys? Is that going to be it? Really? I'm cool with it, but still.